Alrighty, folks. So I watched all 10 Best Picture nominees, so you didn't have to, for the Oscars. One battle after another. This is the Paul Thomas Anderson pick with Leonardo DiCaprio and Benicio del Toro, among others. 0 out of 5 stars. I hated this movie more than I can tell you. I despise this film. I think it's awful. Hamnet, 2.5 out of 5 stars. It's not terrible. It's also incredibly slow and incredibly emotionally manipulative. All right, Sinners, the remake of From Dawn Till Dusk with some blues music and some really bad racial politics. I'm gonna go on this one, in terms of enjoyment of the film, I'll go like 3 out of 5. So I did enjoy it more than Hamnet because Hamnet is both slow and depressing. Sinners is not slow and it is not depressing. It's just hideously ugly in its politics. All right, Marty Supreme, which came in as sort of an early frontrunner here and has 9 nominations at the Academy Awards, but now is kind of being given short shrift, I think, in a lot of the discussions here. Marty Supreme, 3.5 out of 5. All right, Begonia. So I know that Matt Walsh liked Begonia. I did not like Begonia. I thought that Begonia is rather dumb, frankly. And I'll give this like 2 out of 5 stars. Really did not like. All right, next on the list, The Secret Agent. A movie that I wanted to like but could not bring myself to, The Secret Agent. I'll put this one kind of like at Hamnet level, 2.5 out of 5. It kind of goes nowhere. Train Dreams. So Train Dreams is basically a bunch of pretty pictures with very little plot. It's kind of a Terrence Malick film. That's not directed by Terrence Malick. It was directed instead by Clint Bentley. Again, 2 out of 5. The film didn't do much for me. F1. F1 is a 3 out of 5. It's a weaker version of Top Gun Maverick. A much weaker version of Top Gun Maverick. Frankenstein. This is my most disappointing film of the year, truly. I thought this thing is going to be great, right? It's Guillermo del Toro, classic fiction. One of the things that it does, it gets rid of the central conflict of the novel. The central conflict of the novel in Frankenstein is the desire of science to turn godlike, and the fact that without God, human beings are basically just piles of meat that do bad things. That's essentially the argument that Frankenstein makes, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. And instead, there's kind of a weird military subplot that happens. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I wish it did. It doesn't. 2 out of 5 for Frankenstein. All right, finally, Sentimental Value, which is the obligatory actors are important movie that we get every year. Sometimes it wins. If you remember all the way back to Birdman, which won Best Picture, which was all about actors are very important. Sentimental Value is also about art is very important. Actors are very important. 2 out of 5. Big meh. If I were to pick a Best Picture this year, it would probably be Marty Supreme. I think it's a very mediocre group of films overall. I didn't see anything this year that I thought was better than these, but I thought it was a very weak year for movies, frankly.